Good morning, guys, and welcome to the Betfair Trading Community's live trading video of a morning routine, day 28. 28. I know, it's gone so fast. Boom. Through that, we've seen actually losing days, winning days, some international football. We've had some fantastic discussions. Hopefully we've made some new friends. So if you don't know me, my name is Ryan from the Betfair Trading Community, where we help traders go further faster with our stats software and our forum. And last night was a massive example of that. I actually myself had a losing day yesterday. A couple of my trades didn't go so well. And then I was on a couple of other trades, football trades that didn't go so well. I got to near just a small red. It wasn't massive. But then I was on a Keith trade. Keith's one of the members in the community, and I follow his trades. And he did a cracking trade in the Bristol City versus Hull game, which came in quite nicely. So let's get the book. Freezing in this office today. Freezing. The heating's very funny in this office. So yesterday, the date was the 23rd. It's freezing now, wasn't it? It was the 24th. Why is my watch telling me the wrong date? Nothing yesterday. Today I have a trade. I'm going to open up the stats, 25th. So quite a nice one looking actually. It's in the Danish First Division, kicks off at 5:30. It is Fredericia versus Viborg. Now the half-time 0-0, 35%. The full-time 0-0, 10%. Average second half goals, 2. Second half, over 1.5 goals, 55%. Full-time, both teams score, 64%. Full-time, over 2.5, 73%. This is the stat I like a lot. Second half, over 0.5, 82%. Fantastic. So let's check. A little bit out more about this one. Another nice stat on this one when I can find it. Average goals per game, 3.2. Fantastic. This looks like a corker. Also, we have a 0-1 of 25%, which drops to 0%. So we're looking at a 0-0 or a 0-1 on this game. So that's at half time. The game kicks off at 5:30. So 5:30 p.m. It's in Denmark. God, my hands are so cold I can't even write. I'm just going to put Fred versus Viborg. So we've got all that information there very, very, very quickly. It looks like it's going to be quite a nice trade, that. Like I say, the average goals 3.2. The rest of the data on that is looking good, especially with the second half over 0.5 goals, 82%. It's looking pretty good. Second half over 1.5, 55%. Not too shabby either. But we're going to be assessing that trade. Remember, guys, this is building up a picture of what we think is going to happen in that game potentially. If it happens, great, the stats look good. Then at half time, we reassess. We want to see those things, shots on target. We want to see corners. We want to see this. We want to see that. Fantastic. That is what we're looking for. All the time, we are constantly assessing that trade. I think that's the best way to do it. Stats are great. They give us such a good picture. But what's actually there in front of us, connected to the stats, that is where the money is made. Did anybody watch Champions League last night? I definitely did. Liverpool were good, very good. Gini Wijnaldum is such a good player. And Shaqiri. I mean, Shaqiri is, for me, incredible. His attitude, the way he runs around, his balls he plays, and Andy Robertson's. I mean, I'm going to be a big fan of all these players. I'm a Liverpool fan. I'm biased, but I felt last night they're incredible. Paris Saint-Germain. Jeez, what do we think about those guys? They seem to be a bit crazy, don't they? Bit mad. What has anybody seen any trades that they are looking at today? Just throw them up. Let's have a look. See what we can find. I'm just scanning through Betfair Exchange now just to see if there's anything that I may have missed. There's not loads and loads and loads of football on today, actually. Not good enough for us to get involved in. I don't really do the European stuff like the Champions League, the Europa League. I don't really touch that, to be honest. I'm gonna... Someone's doing some cricket trading in the forum. Fantastic. One thing to note on this trade on Denmark, they are 1 and 2 in the league, so that might have an effect. And the full-time scores though on the head-to-head percentage, right? 0-0, 0. 0-1, 0. So it's looking like it could actually be a nice. It's a nice game. Goal times as well. Average first goal time is 30 minutes. And the head-to-head, the average first goal for Fredericia to score is 36 minutes, and for Viborg, 33. So, yeah, it's looking like quite nice. Let's look at the scored versus conceded if I can. Let me have a look at that. First to score, Viborg, 60% of the time when they're away. And first to concede, strangely enough, is the home team, 60% of the time. By full-time, away team scored, concede 80%. Wow. So that's a nice looking trade that I'm looking forward to that one later. And as I said, it's a nice time as well, 5:30. So sort of by about 6:15 time, you should hopefully be home and ready to crack onto that one. So that's that trade, guys. There's not loads of other bits about. The tennis I will be getting back into a lot more. I've been watching the tennis, but not actually doing it, just to keep my brain in gear with it. But I just didn't want to trade on the iPad with tennis. I do prefer to have the whole setup. So that's about it for today, guys. We've kept it short. We are coming so close towards the end of these videos, this 30-day period. But I'm not going to stop doing them. They're gonna definitely continue. It's something I really like doing them. Morning, Ryan. What's your favourite tennis trade? So my favourite tennis trade is the ones that I do with my value players. So I find a player who I think is overpriced against somebody who's underpriced. The overpriced player is somebody that I think is going to do well to start with, and their opponent is going to start slower, or they have opposing styles. And I think that maybe one player, my overpriced player, would be more dominant. You've never traded tennis, Tony. It's a fantastic sport. It's the bulk of my trading profits come from football. Well, come from tennis and football, but probably 65-70% potentially on the tennis. But the football is there as well, and I love it. But so I find that I run the stats. I find all these players. I've got a black book of knowledge on these players. I write down things that I spot on players all the time, and I keep updating that. And then what I do is I let them both have a serve, and if they both hold their own serve and I've seen glimpses of their game in there, then I look to back my overpriced player, and then I'll stay in that one for the whole first set. That's the way that I like to trade my tennis. That's my favourite way. Another way that I have started trading it was from one of the members, Frode. He showed me using the BTC Stats, a way of doing it with projected holds and some bits and bobs like that, which is, the strike rate is high, it's well over 70%, and the risk is quite low. So that works quite well, and I email those out to members, and I will continue to do so, obviously, when the pardon me, when the laptop's back and I can actually get in and really do them. So that's probably it today, guys. As I said, I'm not going to ramble on. Yeah, Tony, definitely have a look at it. If you've got any questions, you can email me, info@betfairtradingcommunity.com. More than happy to help, or post the question in the forum, and I'll be more than happy to help you there. I am going to delve into the forum right now. I am just going to check the emails as well for BTC and do that. It's so strange having working off this instead of my laptop, but it's been a challenge. So I'm going to do that. I hope you guys have an absolutely fantastic day, whatever you're trading. Let me know how you've got on. You can tweet me, you can tweet me at BetfairTC. I always get that Twitter handle wrong, don't I? Yeah, send me a tweet, let me know how you're getting on. And I'll pick that up, or email me. Or if you are a member, I'll see you in the community. So I'll be back tomorrow morning, guys, and we will be doing day 29 of these videos. So have a fantastic day. See you all very soon.